Good morning, students. Today I will be discussing with you very important topic, that is production possibility curve (PPC). We have discussed central problem of the economy: what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. And under what to produce, we have discussed that to increase the production of one commodity, we need to reduce the production of other commodity. So we can discuss our economic problem with the help of PPC also. So PPC is a curve which graphically represents the different combinations of two goods that an economy can produce with the given resources and technology. So under this definition we have some important points. It is a graphical presentation because we are writing curve word. Okay. So it is a graphical presentation of different combination of two goods. So we will take two goods and we will see that how producer or economy will increase or decrease the production of one or another good. So it shows a different combination of two goods that economy can produce with the given technology and resources. It means resources are given, technology is given, and there is no change in the resources and technology. We cannot increase or decrease our resources. So we can explain PPC with the help of table and diagram. So under PPC I have taken 4 columns: combination, because we are going to show the combination of two goods, good X, good Y, and MRT. What is MRT? MRT means marginal rate of transformation. It shows that how much one commodity is sacrificed to increase the production of another. So the formula of MRT is loss upon gain. Okay, so let's see. So I have taken 5 combinations: A, B, C, D, E. So first, in the first combination I have taken 0 unit of X commodity. It means I am not going to produce anything of X commodity, and all the units of Y commodity, that is 10. Okay, this is the first combination: 0 unit of X and 10 units of Y. Now in the second combination, to increase the production of one commodity, that is X, I am going to increase 1 unit of X commodity. So in that case I have to reduce the production of second commodity. So I am going to reduce the production of Y good, that is 9. So 10 to 9. So I have sacrificed 1 unit to increase the production of X, that is 1. So ratio is 1:1. Loss, that is sacrifice, is to gain. So 1 unit I have sacrificed and 1 unit I have gained. 1:1. Clear? In the next combination, again I am going to produce more units of X commodity. So if I want to produce 2 units of X commodity, again I need to reduce the production of Y commodity. So now I am going to reduce how much quantity? 2 units. So earlier I was producing 9 units, now I am going to produce 7 units, because 9 minus 2 is equal to 7. So now this combination shows the sacrifice of Y commodity is 2 and gain is 1. So ratio is 2:1. Sacrifice is to gain. Clear? And in the next case, D combination, again I am going to increase 1 more unit of X commodity. So in this case, again I have to reduce the production of Y commodity with 3 units. So 7 minus 3 is equal to 4. So ratio is 3:1. In at E point, again I am going to increase the production of X commodity. So here again we will reduce the production of Y commodity. So 4 minus 4 is equal to 0. It means in this case we will not produce any unit of Y commodity and all the units of X commodity. So ratio will be 4:1. Clear? So 4 units is sacrificed for Y commodity and 1 there is a gain, increase in the X commodity. Done. So MRT, it shows the ratio of sacrifice and gain. How much units is sacrificed to increase the production of other commodity. So now the question is, how will you learn? So it's very easy. First you will start with the 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, easy. And in Y good, first we will take 10. It's better to write the ratio first, 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you will reduce it with the 1, 2, 3, 4. 10 minus 1, 9, 9 minus 2, 7, 7 minus 3 is 4, 4 minus 4, 0. Clear? So in this way you can learn this table. And ratio, is it clear that MRT is ratio of sacrifice and gain? So sacrifice, first time I have sacrificed 1 unit, second time I have sacrificed 2 units, then 3 units and 4 units. Is to 1. Every time the gain is way of 1. Clear? So ratio will be 1:1, 2:1, 3:1 and 4:1. So formula of MRT is loss upon gain, or you can write delta Y upon delta X, because I have sacrificed Y units. And how much I have sacrificed? That is delta Y, changing Y, upon changing X. Clear? Done? So we can explain PPC with the help of diagram also. Now let's see diagram of PPC. OX represents good X, OY represents good Y. Okay. Now Pamela is going to make the diagram with the help of table. So according to the table, combination of X good is 1, 2, 3, 4. and units produced of x maximum is 10. So I have taken gap of 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. Now, as per the table, so this diagram shows a different combination which we have already discussed on the table. So A combination, so according to the first combination, we are producing 0 good of x and 10 units of y. So this is the first point, A point. Second combination, 1 unit of x and 9 units of y. So we have this second combination, B combination, and in C combination, we are producing 2 units of x and 7 units of y. So this is the third combination, C. Next, we are producing 3 units of x and 4 units of y. This is the fourth combination, D combination, and last combination, 0 unit of x and 4 unit of E. So we have just drawn this diagram with the help of table. So when you will join all these points, so we have PPC curve. So PPC curve is a curve which shows a different combination of two goods that an economy can produce with the given resources and technology. Clear? So we can see that PPC, it slopes downward and it is concave from the point of origin. Clear? So these 2 points are very important. You may get 1 mark question, 2 mark question and even 4 mark question also. So these are 2 properties of PPC, that it is concave from the point of origin and it slopes downward. Next is assumptions of PPC. Let's see what are the assumptions. First, we are taking only 2 goods, combination of 2 goods. So only 2 goods are produced. Second, resources are given, that is fixed, constant, and technology is given and it remains constant. It means there is no change in the resources and technology. Fourth, all the resources are fully and efficiently utilized. Clear? So these are the assumptions. Now let's see the features or properties of PPC. Very important question. Why PPC is downward sloping? Why PPC is concave from point of origin? So you may get different question also, separate question also, or you may get properties also in 4 marks. Clear? We know that PPC it is concave in shape and it slopes downward. Okay, it never slopes upward. Why? Now the question is why? Why it slopes downward? Whenever in the economics any curve it slopes downward when there is negative relationship between these two axes. It means good x and good y. These two have a negative relation. It means to increase the production of x, we need to reduce the production of y and vice versa. So these two have negative relation. That's why it slopes downward. Okay, it's a very important question. Why it slopes downward? Because of the negative relation between two goods, that is to produce more unit of one commodity, we need to reduce the production of other commodity. Clear? Second is PPC is concave from point of origin. Again, a very important question. Why it is concave from point of origin? 3 mark question. So the answer is, first you will write it is concave. You will give the diagram also and then you will write because of the increasing MRT. But if you will write only increasing MRT, you will not get the full marks. So MRT or the other name is MOC, marginal opportunity cost. Increasing MRT means every time we need to sacrifice more and more units of one commodity to increase the production of other good. Clear? Clear? So you have to explain the reason also. Next question is, can PPC a straight line like this? Yes. Answer is yes. If all the resources are equally efficient. It means if all the resources, earlier we have done the assumption all the resources are fully utilized, efficiently utilized. We have not done equally efficient. If all the resources are equally efficient, in that case we will sacrifice 1 is to 1 ratio. So in that case MRT remain same. There is no increasing MRT. So when there is constant MRS, means loss is equal to gain because all the resources are equally efficient. So in that case PPC can be a straight line. Done. Next is significance of points on, above and below PPC. So we have this curve PPC, this is a PPC curve and we can see different points A, B, C, D. A and B is on PPC. These 2 points are on PPC. C, it is below the PPC and D, it is above the PPC. Now what these points indicates? A and B, we have discussed that PPC shows a different combination of 2 goods and all the resources are fully utilized. So if any point is on PPC, it shows the full utilization of resources. So point A and B, it indicates full utilization of the resources. And point C is under PPC. It shows that there is underutilization of resources. Resources are not fully utilized at point C. Okay. And point D, what point D indicates? This much resources we have. So it is not possible to attain this point, D point. So D point is unattainable point because of lack of resources. Okay. So A, B, C, these 3 points are attainable and D is unattainable because we don't have so much resources to achieve point D. So point D is possible to attain only if we will increase the resources or if there is any change in the technology. Clear? I hope all the points are clear to you. Thank you.